Hey guys, Saving with Shay. Listen, I want to do a video on Amazon FBA. I'm going to try to make this quick, but it's like whenever I try to do a video on this topic, the video just gets to be so long. And so it's like I end up not loading it. But I did want to do a video for you guys. I wanted to do an update just to let you guys know how it's going with me and Amazon. Maybe share a few tips that are working for me. And so Amazon. All right. So if you're thinking of starting on Amazon, all I can say, guys, is go ahead and just do it. You got to start somewhere. I know for me, I procrastinated the longest time because I was intimidated and I was like freaked out and I was overthinking the whole entire process. But I had to kind of just breathe and say, like, Chanel, you can flipping do this. All right, you can do this. I signed up for an Amazon seller account. It's pretty quick. They're going to want to know all of your information. I believe they know your driver's license number, everything, right? You're going to fill out the form. You submit it. I think it only took like a week, maybe even less than that before I got word back that I got it. All right, once you have it, you download the Amazon seller app on your phone, because that's going to be like the #1 tool while you're out, is to have the Amazon seller account on your mobile device so that you can scan stuff wherever you are, whenever you want. So when you first become an Amazon seller, there are lots of categories you are gated in, right? Meaning you are restricted in, you cannot sell. And I think that's one of the things that's disappointing when you first start off, because it's like you really have in your head that you just could sell anything and everything, but you cannot. All right, Amazon does not allow you to sell every single thing when you start off as a new Amazon seller. So you have to go through an ungating process to be able to sell different categories. And so for me, I wanted to sell gourmet, which is food. So I worked on getting ungated in that category, as well as beauty, because yeah, and health. All right, so those are the 3 categories that I chose to get ungated through. I went through the same company for all 3 of them, because you don't have to have an LLC for it, you don't have to have a business license, you don't have to have a permit or anything like that. And something wholesale, I'll include it somewhere in this video, maybe right here. All right, so I went through that particular company. Now you have to purchase 10 products. All right, it has to be a product that does sell on Amazon, so Amazon has to sell it, currently sell it. You submit a copy of the invoice, pictures of the product, the box, all of that. That process doesn't take long at all. Like, that only took like a few days. All right, I think one of them I even got it back the same day. So it doesn't take long, and it didn't cost me much. I think for health, I had bought some aloe vera bars, and the bars were like super cheap, so that didn't cost me much. And then for food, I got some taco seasonings, and those didn't cost me much. And then I think for beauty, I did the Carmex chapstick, or Burt's Bee, one of those. But it didn't cost me much, and that was kind of what scared me too, is having to pay all this money to go through the ungating process of certain categories. I know that it can get really, really pricey. There are those who sell guides and stuff like that to kind of walk you through it. And so I did get ungated in 3 extra categories, but you don't have to. Literally, I think you can do well just with the categories you're allowed to sell. Now with the Amazon seller app, by scanning stuff, you're going to know what you can sell and what you can't sell. If you can't sell it, it's going to say requires approval or something like that. Always request, guys. Always request. I always click request, and I would say 8 out of 10, it gets approved. All right, obviously if it's a big name like Adidas or Nike or Barbie or Marvel, it's gonna be denied. You're gonna have to submit proof through a distributor, right? But most often than not, I do get approved. So always request. The thing that intimidated me the most was the whole shipping process. Like, how's that gonna go? Am I gonna mess up? And I will tell you, and I'm pretty sure I shared this before, but my first shipment, I shipped it through USPS, the flipping post office. I took it to the flipping post office literally right before they closed. I was rushing, but I was so excited, and I was just rushing because I didn't want to get the package. I wanted to get to the post office in time before it closed. All right. I get home and I realize that it should have gone to the UPS store. So the next morning, I go to the post office, and luckily they still had the packages there, because the guy was telling me they normally send them to like Redlands or something, and then they loop back. And so I was like, thank you so much. So I was able to get them back and then go send them through UPS. So yeah, so I definitely did make my share of mistakes early on, but the shipping process is super easy. I mean, like the website, it walks you through everything. Like, you can add all of your products on your phone, which is what I normally do. If I'm scanning my stuff in the store and I find out that, okay, it is profitable, then I automatically will add it to my inventory, so that way when I get home I can start creating my my shipment, and to me it's just easier that way, because that's like one thing that's already done. But the shipping process is easy. Like, I may just have to do a whole separate video on that, because it's super easy. I don't have a Rollo special printer. I have a standard HP printer. Like, only thing I buy is the 30 count per sheet labels for the labels that you have to put on your products. I used to buy the shipping labels from Walmart, like the adhesive ones, but it's not worth it. Like, I think they come in like 8 to 10 per pack, and if you're shipping stuff out like that, it's just not worth it, because your profits are getting sucked into stuff like that you don't need. So I use regular standard paper and I tape it to the flipping box. I have a video up on supplies that I use, but there's not a lot needed. Let me see if I can run you through really quick. I can't remember what the name of this thing is. Pillar. It's a pillar thing. You use it to peel the stickers off. I'll include it somewhere. That's a must, because you use that to help peel off the labels. Glue Gun is helpful to help take the adhesive off of the products as well. I have labels that say this is a set, do not separate. You can get those from Amazon. Poly bags, I buy those in sets of, it's a multi-size set. It has like 4 different sizes. I buy those, and then I also bought the really big ones as well, that I needed for a certain thing that I was sending out, and it was a set of 6, and it wouldn't fit in any of the smaller bags. I had to buy these enormous bags. All right, so poly bags. What else? Of course you need boxes, and of course you need tape. Definitely invest in a tape gun. I got one from Amazon, super affordable, like $6. All right. I'm pretty sure I'm missing something. Obviously paper and a printer. I'm trying to think what else. I don't do I don't even think Amazon does. Amazon does do bubble wrap. You could do bubble wrap. I don't use bubble wrap. I don't use, as a matter of fact, whenever I order from Amazon and they send those air packs, I always save those. I only bought paper, like the roll of paper, one time, packing paper. I didn't buy it again after that one time. Not a lot of supplies needed though. What else? As far as shipping, now the shipping fees. Amazon charges you the shipping fees when you send your stuff off. All right, it gets billed to your account. So whatever your sales, hopefully you have sales to absorb that. All right, if not, then it's going to be billed to your card on file or your account on file. And then that's it. Basically, you ship it out, and it can take up to a week before it ends up in your inventory. Like if I ship stuff off today, this morning, sometimes depending on where it's going, it'll be there tomorrow morning. Like this, lately all my boxes are going to Nevada, so, and I'm in California, so it's like it doesn't take long to get there. I feel like there's so much to know, but I don't want to overwhelm you with a lot of information, but it's super freaking like easy. Like, I love it. If you're new to the channel and this is your first time watching, I'm a couponer too. So it's like, I'm in the stores all the time. So it's like, this is just an added bonus that I can be in the store. I'm checking for clearance. I'm always in there scanning stuff. So this is just an added thing for me. As far as tools, like apps that you need along with the seller app, is going to be the Keepa app. Keepa, Keepa, the Keepa app. For that one, I have a subscription. I pay like $20 a month, and that is a necessity. I could not do what I do without Keepa. Let me say that again. I cannot do what I do without Keepa. Like, I couldn't. All right. Amazon tells you what you can sell, what you can't sell, and how much things sell for. Keepa chart tells you the history of the product, how frequently it sells, how often it sells, how much, like the variation in the prices. So you can check if you go and you look up a product and it says, oh, it sells for $50 right now, you might be like, oh my gosh, that's awesome, because I'm only getting it for let's say you're buying it for 10 and it says it sells for 50. Well, you need to know the history of the product to know if it, how frequently does it sell for that price? Is it just right now? Or does it normally sell for less, and is it up now, or does it normally sell for more than that? So it tells you the history of a product. That's just so important, because it tells you what to buy. Like, Amazon tells you, the Amazon seller app tells you what you can, what you can't, how profitable it can be, but Keepa tells you what you should buy. All right. You don't keep, when you're looking at that Keepa chart, you don't want no flat lines. Like, when you think of that flat line, what do you think? Dead. You dead, right? Flat lines are dead, meaning it's a no-go. It's a what they say? It's a right? So when you're looking at the Keepa chart, you want to see tons of activity. Like, you want to see all this. That's what you want to see. Like, you don't want to see no flat line. You don't want to see no this up a little bit, this. You don't want to see that. All right. So Keepa is a must. I pay like $20 a month for a subscription for that. What else? I have Helium 10 too, but I have the free version. And that's helpful too. Like, I have the browser extension for that. I have the browser extension for Keepa as well. And they're both linked to the Amazon account. So when I'm at home and I'm researching stuff, if I scroll down, it's going to show me the Keepa chart first and then the Helium 10 chart. All right. But yeah, it's Keepa chart is Keepa is a must, period. It's a must. What else do I pay for? So Amazon seller account is $30 a month, or no, $40. Amazon seller account is $40 a month. Keepa is like 20. What else? Brickseek is a must too. As a reseller, Brickseek is a must. All right. I do pay for the extreme membership. It's like $30 a month. Totally worth it. All right. Totally a must. All right. Let me tell you, if I look at all of the stuff that I've been able to find using Brickseek and resell it on Amazon, it's like the profit has more than paid for my membership on Brickseek for a year. Like, for the whole year, it's already paid for. And so definitely is worth it. Now with Brickseek, it's gonna be a hit and miss. You're not gonna always find what you're looking for, but the early bird tends to get the worm. All right, so keep that in mind. Like, I know that I do Walmart a lot. Walmart opens at 6, so I know if there's an item I'm looking for, you know, your girl better be there at 6, because if I get there at 7, guess what? There was somebody there at 6 and they wiped it out already. You know what I mean? They're freaking leaving the store, passing you, not knowing, and they got the bag already, and you're going and, you know, you can get flatlined. So yeah, but Brickseek, yeah, you win some, you lose some. Sometimes it may be off. You might not find what you're looking for. But again, the earlier you go, the better your chances are of finding what you're looking for. And so keep that in mind. But BrickSeek is a must. And again, for that I pay $30. So those are the 3 things that I use, tools that I use to help me find stuff. I have 4 Walmarts in my area, and I do a lot of retail arbitrage at Walmart just because it's easy. They open at 6. Yeah, so it just makes it easy. I told you guys that we're doing independent studies with Josiah, my little kindergartner, and it just works better for me if I could be at the store at 6. That gives me 2 hours to do what I have to do to get back home to work with him, and then I get my shipment together and I get it shipped out. All right, but it's super easy. Don't overwhelm yourself. Don't overthink the process. If it's something that you want to do, just go ahead and do it, because the longer you procrastinate, the longer you wait, I mean, you ain't gonna make no money that way. Like, let's just face it. Like, procrastinators ain't making no money. It's the people that are out there grinding that are making the money. And so yeah, I was at Walmart this morning at 6 o'clock for a bag, and I got the bag. But yeah, if you want it, you have to make it happen. I get up at 5 to get my day started. I check BrickSeek. That's like the first thing I do. I check BrickSeek. I jump onto my Amazon account. I check to see what my sales are at. I check to see if I need to reprice anything. I don't have a repricer, so I have to do that manually, which takes more time, but that's where I'm at right now. All right. I check on my prices, make sure I don't have to change anything. And so yeah, but I'm loving it so far. I'm open to tips. If you guys have any other tips you want to share, if you're an Amazon seller, definitely share them in the comment section. Because again, I am still learning. Yeah, because I am still learning, and I'm open to ideas, opinions, tips, all of that, all of that. But anyways, I can't think of anything else to add. But I just dropped boxes off at UPS. Oh, one tip, because I didn't know this when I first started. When you're dropping off boxes, I know that you can schedule pickups. I don't normally do that, because honestly, I don't have a problem with going to the UPS store, and there's Walmart right there. So I'll usually check BrickSeek before I have to go, and that way, if anything pops up, I can kind of swing through to Walmart after I drop my boxes off. But when I first started dropping off at UPS, I would wait in line. But if you have the shipping label on your box and everything, you don't have to wait in line. All you have to do is just go drop it off. So what I do is I usually just, like this morning, ran in, dropped them off. It doesn't matter if there's a line. More often than not, there's a line out the door, and people be looking at me kind of like sideways when I walk in there and just drop my box off and walk back out. Because when I first started, I didn't know that you could do that. I thought you had to actually wait in line. I had asked the associate one day if I had to wait in line, and she said, no, if you don't need the receipt, you don't have to wait in line. So all I do is just go drop it off on the counter, and then they'll take it back from me. But other than that, guys, I can't think of anything else to add. I hope this video was helpful to you. If it was, don't forget to give your girl a big old giant thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.